and that is done. Now I want us to import the example data. So the data can be found on this GitHub repo of mine. There's the page, and I'll leave the link to this page in the description box. So here, instead of clicking on each of the files to import, I have this text file which has the links to the files. All right, and don't worry, I'm going to give a brief description of the data later. But now let's click this link, and then you will have the download links for the files displayed for. So I want you to copy all of them. So highlight all of them. Okay, there are 7 in total. So copy and then go back to your Galaxy platform. And then on the left side, come to upload data. So click it. And then when you come here, come to paste/fetch data. So click it. And then in this entry box, paste the links. And then when you come to the type, you see auto detect. Click and then search for tabular. So type it and you see it here. So there's a, so click it, and after that come to start. So click on start and then wait for the progress bar to turn 100% and then check the right side. You will find some output here. So once you see that, close this and then wait. Okay, at the moment it's in queue, so you have to wait for the background to turn green. All right, so we have to wait for the data to be imported for us. Okay, so now it's processing, so we have to wait. So let's wait for some time. Okay, the files have been imported, so let's take a look at them. File 1 to 6, these are counts. Okay, read counts. Okay, these are the count data. So each file represents a sample. Number 7 is the design tags, and it contains sample information. Now, these files, the data set here, I obtained it from this study here. All right, I'll leave the link to this page in the description box. There's the paper. The data can be found on the geodataset database as well. So I'll leave the link to this page also in the description box. So if you take a look at the summary, the authors identified a tumor promoting long non-coding RNA. All right, they found that this non-coding RNA was regulating some pathways. All right, so for the experiment, what the authors did was to overexpress that particular long non-coding RNA, that is LETS1, overexpress that in some cells, and then the total RNA for these cells were isolated, and then that is what was used to generate the data that we are going to analyze. I'm using a subset of the data. All right, so you can read more about this study here and then just proceed. Okay, now let's get back to our Galaxy platform and then proceed. All right, now it's also important we examine the data, we do some explorations. So I'll just open some of them here. Let's just check them out. I think it's better we do that before we start the exercise. So I'll start with the count. So there's the count, there's one of them. I'll just open. There's this. So we have the count for the genes. I think I'll open with a spreadsheet software rather, so that we can see everything. Okay, so let's open that here. All right, so there's it. So we have the genes here and their respective count for this sample. The same applies to the other samples as well. All right. Okay, so that is it for the count. And then we also have design tags. Let me just open this. So the design tags contain information about the samples. Now the design tags was generated using this information. Okay, the design table here. So the tags, let me just get, so the tags are used to identify the samples. Okay, it lets us know the groups that these samples belong to. We will use this on Galaxy. All right, that is why I had to create this file. So if you also want to learn how to create files like this for RNA Seq Count, you can always reach out to me and then we can have a session on that. Now let's get back to the Galaxy platform and then proceed. So we are here now. So this is what we are going to do. We will need to link the data up. We need to